Pixies are one of the most fascinating creatures in folklore, known for their mischievous nature, small stature, and deep connection to the landscapes of England, particularly in the southwestern regions of Devon and Cornwall. Unlike fairies, who are often depicted as ethereal and delicate, pixies have a more playful, earthy nature. They are commonly described as tiny humanoid beings, sometimes with pointed ears and dressed in rags, leaves, or fine clothes stolen from humans. Their love of trickery, dancing, and leading travelers astray has made them enduring figures in folklore and literature. The origins of pixie folklore are deeply tied to the ancient landscapes of Britain. In Devon and Cornwall, there are stories of people becoming pixie-led, a term used when travelers become disoriented, wandering in circles despite being familiar with the land. This is said to be the work of pixies, who delight in confusing humans by casting enchantments on them. One way to break free from being pixie-led is to turn your coat inside out, a common protective charm against fairy mischief. Some versions of the tale say that leaving a gift, such as a piece of bread or a shiny object, can also appease the pixies and lead them to guide you back to safety. One famous story from Dartmoor tells of a farmer who was out late at night when he found himself lost in the mist. He heard the distant sound of laughter and tiny footsteps, and no matter which direction he walked, he always ended up back in the same spot. Realizing he had been pixie-led, he turned his pockets inside out, and suddenly the laughter stopped, the mist cleared, and he was able to find his way home. This story reflects the belief that pixies are not necessarily malevolent, but rather playful tricksters who enjoy confusing people. Not all stories about pixies involve mischief. Some legends describe them as helpful creatures who assist kind-hearted humans. In one tale, a poor cobbler was struggling to finish his work when, overnight, a group of pixies appeared and completed his shoes for him. Grateful, the cobbler and his wife made tiny clothes for the pixies as a gift. But after receiving them, the pixies disappeared, never to return. This theme of supernatural helpers leaving after being given clothes is a common motif in European folklore, appearing in similar tales about brownies and elves. In more recent times, pixies have been romanticized in literature and popular culture, often blending with fairy lore. They have appeared in works such as J.M. Barrie's Peter Pan, where Tinker Bell exhibits some traditional pixie traits, and in fantasy novels where they are depicted as winged, mischievous creatures. However, in older folklore, pixies were usually wingless, relying on speed and agility rather than flight. Even today, the legend of the pixie remains alive in parts of England. The town of Ottery, St. Mary in Devon hosts an annual Pixie Day, reenacting a legend in which pixies were driven out of town by the ringing of church bells. Local traditions like these keep the folklore alive, blending history, storytelling, and community celebration. Whether seen as mischievous pranksters or helpful spirits, pixies continue to capture the imagination, reminding us of a time when the unseen world was believed to be just as real as our own.